So about a month ago, I lost a friend who I've been very close to for the last 18 years.
Go on.
If you had asked me out of anybody I knew who would be the most likely person to be brainwashed, I would never have said him. I know about QAnon. I kind of had a bit of knowledge about them before all this happened. I found all these claims about killing babies and children to harvest, I think it's adrenochrome, the last lady you were speaking to. Wasn't sure what it was.
And this is the Hollywood celebrity angle. This is the secret.
Tom Hanks, Chrissy Teigen, part of a massive elite paedophile ring involving the government. The Wayfair chain of shops are trafficking children under the guise of selling pillows and rugs. And
there was a furniture shop as well that they thought they'd spotted some secret code on a furniture catalogue.
I found all this really disturbing but highly amusing at the same time.
I keep saying 50% laughing, 50% smashing my head against the desk.
Right. So, all this, we're about to enter 10 days of darkness. The internet's going to shut down when Donald Trump tweets the storm is upon us. He's going to directly arrest thousands of elite figures. So I obviously know that they're just nothing more than these alt-right sheep, deluded, brainwashed cult members.
Of course.
But what's really sad is that they've managed to red pill my friend into believing all this propaganda.
What? How? And what's really interesting is that he would have been at the bottom of your personal list of people who might fall for it. So what do you think has happened, Emma?
Okay. If you ask me what's happened, in my opinion, it's because we have had however many months of being locked down at home, everybody's accessed the internet a lot more. I think it's also him signing up to the ideology because he's really lost at the moment without a job to fill his time. There's an element of him being abused as a child, and I think this is kind of revenge or wanting to revenge his abuser. But I think groups like this make people feel important and they give you a sense of belonging, like a street gang, maybe. Sort of, I know and you don't, a sort of sense of false superiority almost, perhaps. Yes, important. But when they're going on these chat rooms and threads and they're commenting or sharing videos or sharing information, they're being kind of bigged up and and
you get dopamine from the likes, so it almost becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, doesn't it? I mean, this is weirdly.
He's a someone in these Facebook groups and chat forums.
Bingo.
He's actually ended his 10-year relationship with his boyfriend and stopped speaking to his brother because they both challenged his belief system.
And then you boast about that, and that gets you more kudos because you say, "I'm so committed to the cause. I've sacrificed my relationship and my own brother," and people go, "Whoa."
WhatsApp. I'm willing to end hundreds more friendships if this is what it takes. But the most upsetting thing for me, before I approached him, I looked up how to deal with a friend who's been brainwashed.
Okay.
There's lots of articles online, there's lots of YouTube videos.
Right.
And it warns you that the person will lash out if they feel challenged.
Yes.
Because they're in the mode of trying to protect the group or the perpetrator of their brainwashing.
Of course.
He did all of that, and I expected that.
Right.
He attacked me as a mode of defence. So what he did was he turned it around and he started to assassinate my character, brought up some really petty stuff from the past. And then he ended this rant by saying, like I said, he's prepared to lose hundreds more people because he's made new, stronger connections in his new community. That I no longer offer anything of value to his life and that I'm dead wood. But the crazy thing is, James, I would forgive and forget if he realised in a few months' time that this has all been a waste of his time.
That's not crazy. That's not crazy. That's being a friend.
It's really sad, and it does detract from real individual cases of child abuse. I used to work in child protection myself.
Yes.
So I just want to say, anyone who's listening, please, guys, watch out for your friends who have fallen victim to this. It's heartbreaking to see someone you care about subscribing to this baseless, evidence-free ideology.
And would we call it an ideology? I mean, it's more like a cult, isn't it?
An ideology. Yes, yeah. Because he's now an anti-masker, anti-vaxxer.
Now, talk to me about that. What do you understand the link there? Because I mean, I understand that not everybody who has, because you can read some fairly ridiculous things about masks in previously and still in some cases reputable British newspapers. You don't have to go far to find people calling masks nappies and muzzles and things like that. So not everybody who's fallen for that. No, you don't. How one followed the other.
Being told what to do and being, being
every time, quotes, they, end quotes, tell us what to do, there is an ulterior, sinister motive.
People don't like to take responsibility for their actions, do they? And have some accountability that we all do the same thing. We all work together. We can make this COVID go away. It's about, the establishment telling you what to do and not wanting to go along with that. Yeah. That's the link I understand it anyway.
Oh, I feel for you. I really do. It's left a gap in your life, hasn't it, this?
Yes and no. I believe the people that are meant to be in your life are going to be in it. And, I'm a big believer in fate. And if someone's not meant to be in your life, something will happen to remove them. And this is obviously it.
Well, that's a very I like that attitude. Very philosophical, fatalistic. But of course, I'm sure that you wouldn't have looked up how to help that person unless you had wanted to. And unfortunately, none of us have yet found the tools that might have done.